Today we have with us Professor Dr. Sanjay Rout. Professor Rout is an international researcher, innovator, and a speaker. He is well known in the field of research and development and innovation. He wears several hats. He has played different roles in various government projects as well as private projects. So, Professor Rout, I have given a brief introduction about yourself. Would you like to add something to it?
Yes, hello, my friends and all people, those who are watching this interviews in the digital media. And I congratulate and appreciated my friend for this interaction. So just adding few points, I am basically a blend professional legends in my career, mixing of psychology, law, innovations, and technologies and all throughout my career and all. So I have been fortunate to part of various think tank organizations, university institutions in parts of the world. Currently being a vice chancellor of one of the university in Mexico and also honorary professor in one of the university called the University in Liberia. And also part of various editorial and research board members and been working for various projects, development projects, mostly of the futuristic approaches.
Okay. So, sir, before we proceed to the discussion, I would just like to request my audience, please subscribe to the channel and like and share the video if you like it.
Yeah. So I also appreciate it too, and also request to all the people, those who are watching this amazing interview, because my friend is very much intact in the influencer arenas. So let's connect with digital and talk with more inspirations and futuristic topics. And subscribe the channel and put your thoughts.
Yeah. So, Dr. Rout, what are the projects you are currently working on?
So after 2017, I worked for a lot of projects, but after pandemic, some projects are synchronized due to the transit effects due to lockdowns and all. But at present, we are currently myself especially working on one of the project called free flow energy, one project of NFT publishing, one project is on the blockchain, and one project on especially on the neuroscience and phonetic effects to the human being. So these four projects currently I'm working along with parallelly other projects also, which I am being part of that indirectly and directly by giving my services to the products and all.
I see. So, in the most recent role, was there a time when you faced a big challenge with your project, and how did you approach the problem?
Yes, so there are I always believe challenges as a golden key of opportunities. Every project have their circumstances and hurdles. So I will be emphasizing on one of the projects, especially called this NFT publication. So there is a myth about blockchain. People think about blockchain is only regarding to the currencies or transactions or DeFi
Yeah,
or some
yeah,
portion.
yeah.
So blockchains have a different, wider opportunities if you are going for the technological spheres for the futuristic approaches and all. So in the initially periods, it is very difficult to convincing clients and all, especially to be a part of blockchains, publishing blockchains, segregation, not only publication segregations like blockchain media, blockchains, your identity, blockchain contract. There are a lot of segments gradually of things. So we have hurdles, especially for the like two things. One is the convincing and one is the like implementing. But gradually all things are out, and we are being blessed with our team that we are gradually been doing good in this domain. and also have been collab a lot of organizations around the world, especially on the blockchain spheres and blockchain your publications blockchain initiatives and all. We are not dealing with currencies and all. We are only working on different aspects like blockchains on publications, blockchains on media, blockchains on contracts, blockchains on especially on the agro, how we can implement. So these are the arenas we want to sufficialize. Blockchain, especially on the medical aspects and all, blockchain in the neuropsychologies, blockchain, especially on the energy circuits. There are a lot of avenues. We are gradually working on it with different clients. And one more initiative which is very core to me because I am into the psychology, one of my profession. So that is the integration of blockchains into medical history.
Okay. Okay. So just for the sake of the information to the new person who doesn't understand the IT field very much, can you just give a brief definition of the blockchain? What is this and how it works and how it helps?
Like in a layman terms, if you're like a couple of years ago, nobody knows about what is World Wide Web, WWW. You can now start form of World Wide Web, WWW. It's like one protocol which there are two things which differentiate the common internet into blockchains. That is blockchain using Web 3.0 above protocols. They have different protocols where one internet you have to put your identity, means you need to put your credentials or something else. But in the blockchains, this is free. Especially there, you don't have to be identified, especially, and you don't need to be if you don't want to disclose your identity, because as you know that a lot of issues in data nowadays sampling in all part of the world. We had a lot of think tanks also discussing about this safety measures and all. Blockchains give you security regarding your personal credential safety and your dealing with a lot of good observations and all. So one more thing, I just want to add a point. Technology isn't tool like energy. If you are using electricity, it gives you light. If you're using electricity, it help you to cooking the food, cooling the food. But if you how you use the technology, that is the perception of the blockchains. And the second thing is that there are a lot of avenues, and I also curate that lot of engineers, or you can say technical. It's not only for the only technical field people should know about that. There are a lot of people, means medical professionals, other allied or professionals also joining this field, especially to creating disruptions because more of our area of work is the futuristic approach of technological developments. So that is the in terms of blockchain. So, but it is a myth people understood as in financial terms. So only the tradings of currencies or not. It is not. It is a technical, you can say, platform which was started in terms of currency trading, but it gradually evolved into different verticals.
Oh, I see. And what is the project that you talk about, the NFT that you do?
Yeah. So we are a initiator of NFT publications. Especially publications means traditionally we have a publication. It's all of those who are authors. They know that there are different typology of publications. In ancient times, people are written through leaves and all. Then we are going for traditional publications. Then we are go hard copy publications. Then we are merging to digital publications. Then we have audio publications. So we curated with our teams, and we have different authors. Presently, also currently, we are working. I individually myself work with 4 and 5 projects, and apparently we have more than 100 plus journals of books on the various topics on the futuristic domains. So we developed this into especially in the blockchain platforms, in the audio and videos and animated and other aspects, so that the knowledge to be reached to the people's decentralizedly to all part of the world. because it is a knowledge initiative, and we are opening this initiative to create a, you can say, disruptive attitude, especially in the publication. Publication, it's not like only for the book publication, it's like media publications, it's like all the activities. So it will be gradually evolving.
That's great. And apart from this, the blockchain and the NFT that you talked about, what are the other projects that you are associated with currently?
I was working for one of the project which is very core to me, that is called the phonetics effects to human beings and all. Especially, I was being researching two topics, especially working on that. It is one of my four segment project. One project is for the agents, and one project is for especially on the phonetics approaches. Okay, as these projects are combining, means it is different project, but it is a indirectly combinations. Okay, so I'm just giving some small brief about this. Aging project means it's not like to be like a living more than years of years. It's like to improvise the cells of the body. How we can improvise the cells of the body and make our healthier life healthier, because everything nowadays we are taking polluted, maybe water, maybe any air, or maybe food, maybe because most of the foods are using pesticides, and a lot of things we are using which is not very good to our body as per the
Yeah.
implementations.
Yes. Yes.
So, I'm gradually working because it's a long process, and it's like a very huge investment and long project. But I will be my research teams and my research people, those who are working, I expect that we'll be getting these particular activities in very like near future. But the glance is that that how to politics, like how to interacting, how to develop our brain so that it can produce more neurons. When it produces more neurons, then the neurons will be acting positively to our body, and it will be reproduce all the organic activities and all. Like when you have any wound or you have any cut in your body, then only the CPU, means our brain, is giving instructions to our body to heal that places. Okay,
Yeah.
so in apparently human being's life is like using more than initially 0.5% or 0.3% highly brilliant person is using 1.5% of IQ, from if you are segregating human brain into 100%. But as per my studies in my decade, that human brains has no, you can say, it's a infinity terms of neurons. It can creates infinity level of IQ. Okay, whatever the things we are seeing now or we will be seeing now, that is the creations of our mind. So how we can, at least in our subsequent age, we can develop our mind also, because rather we have developed supercomputers, rather we have developed all the things, artificial technologies and all. So, but the brain is more powerful. One brain is more powerful than, I can say, that 1 lakh of supercomputers and all, because if you are using it efficiently. So
Yeah.
what are the, because in ancient times people know the tricks how to use the portion of the brain, and by traditionally practices they are using on that terms. But nowadays people forget about, and a lot of research scripts have already been deleted because due to ancient times and all. So, but we try to revive all the things. When your brain produces more neurons, when your IQ level is high, when your brain is very smooth and very, you can hilarious stress, then you have a very less perception of facing disease, or less perception of facing stress, less perception of facing any anxiety in the life. Okay, so like a human body, you will be astonished that human body, if body is structured in, body structure is like a way that I have in my research found out that people, even if in the ancient times also, in somehow peoples also to live their life without taking water, live their life without taking foods, live their life with
Yeah.
only taking air. So how you can immunize your body, make a like perfection your body. So all the decision is in between the brains. So that is also the aging factor. Aging in the sense is that your age increasing means your body cells is decreasing. That is the terms of aging. So how we can neutralize all the things so that at least a 70 to 80 years time, if you see your forefather, maybe 60 to 70 years, 50 years, they are very strong. They can walk,
Yeah.
they can talk, or they can hear the. But nowadays,
Yes.
within 30 or 45 years, people feel like aging. So we want to work on that aspect, and we are doing researches. So let's and we'll be happy that we'll be getting more to more onto this aspects. And one more project I just want to add on that. One project is that everybody nowadays working on two things: EV, electric vehicles. Okay, so electric vehicles is the major segment will be playing a very good role play
Mm.
in the future. But my
Mm.
perception of working on the two topics is that one is that how we can convert a normal vehicle to a hybrid vehicle. Means it will be auto recharge and auto storage, auto recharge and auto storage. Okay, and second option is that when we are using especially solar panels nowadays, especially every people are using this. If we are getting energy through solar panels, maybe in the rainy seasons or if it is damaged, then we are not getting powers. But what about, because we have two power options, one is the sun and one is the moon. So we are utilizing
Another
sun,
one?
but what about the moon?
Okay.
Hello.
What is the another
Yeah.
one? What is the another power source?
That is, we are using one power source, that is sun. But what about the power source we are getting from
Yeah, right.
moon power source?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. So we are neglecting it, especially. And it is very, you can say, moon's power source is very miraculous to the body also, and it has also the electrification powers, especially if we can improvise the technologies. So apparently on that and other projects also I'm working, that is the medical drones projects,
mm.
especially in the remote areas where people can be travel can't be traveled, or maybe some very pathetic issue where patient can't be traveled, okay, for a long
Yeah.
journey.
Mm.
How his or her, I know that there are a lot of telemedicine approaches has been introduced in all part of the world, but
Mm.
what about if we can implement a system where we can send samples of the patient to the direct to hospital or direct to doctor?
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
So that are the initiative. We are happy that we are also working some of other initiatives also apart from that.
So all these projects are currently going on. They are running.
Yeah, so all projects are currently going on. We have just been synchronized energy projects, and aging project is a long-term project. It's parallel going on. NFT project is also been going on there. There is the hybrid agro project, and one project is related to the especially on the neuron research and all, that is also been in the technological terms we are doing it. AI and all the modes. So it is also going on. So all apparently projects are going on.
And this aging project is for some the Indian company or some offshore company.
So aging project is especially we are doing it individually research, especially in our teams,
Okay.
in our organization, self-funded, because it's a long-term project. It's a long-term project. And as this project have a two attrition, as I told you, that one is the aging and one is the impactful of creating the IQ level of the brain. So it will be take a long-term project. So we invested especially for this project grant to our funds.
So currently you are in Odisha, right?
Basically based at Delhi, but my hometown is Odisha, so I frequently travel. And after pandemic 2021, I returned from Mexico. Then I resided Delhi, and as my family lives in Odisha, so I just frequently travel there.
Okay, that's great. So you continuously travel between Delhi and Odisha.
So mostly I travel from Delhi to Mexico, Canada, and Netherlands and Ukraine, especially for my university's work and all. But after this pandemic situations, so restrictions of travel,
Okay.
and also this the warfare situation also happening. there are a lot of restrictions for international transit and all. So I justly work out from Delhi space, and as sometimes when I got leaves, because as I believe that from 24 hours we should devoted for at least 4 to 5 hours to family, because 6 to 7 months or 8 months I travel, but I'm not able to give time to family. So I just take some time to spend life with my family.
Okay. So, what career accomplishment would you like to share with our audience that you are very proud of till date?
Clearly saying I'm not, because one of my mentor told me that when you are proud of yourself, then your
Not to
knowledge
be
will be
proud of,
defined.
but this is something that others should
Yeah,
be
so
proud of,
I'll be
as
sharing.
I am, including myself.
Sure. So I'll be sharing.
Yeah.
So I'll be there are a number of lists are there. So I'll be sharing few things, and you can find out about this through my LinkedIn and profiles and all.
Okay.
So I have been frequently awarded as in World Open Innovation Leaders, World AI Leaders, World Blockchains and Futuristic Technological Leaders from Thinker 360, and World Eminent Researcher from Yahweh Foundations, International Researchers from Go International, and especially I received various fellowships from various forms from US and Canada and Germany, and I am also received some of great honors from SisterZ as in Pillar of India, and CERD organizations as in best educator and best you can say thought process leader, especially on the education domains. And there are also the when in my like 5 to 6 years back, I was being one of the young researcher awarded by GECL and eminent researcher by Green Thinkers. So there are a lot of you can say achievements and awards in honoring, especially in the careers. But I just want to be polite always, because the perception is that to learn more and more, because we need solutions more and more. So because we are not only working on a single professions, we are working on the multi-domains options like health, technologies, business, you can say law and other approaches. So knowledge is like an ocean. So
Yeah.
it's like a lot of journey people have to do.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So I think I don't know. We have a little time left, so I'll just.
And I just want to add few points, especially for young generations on the futuristic approaches. That dream is come. Just think your dream as a reality. So because world population day by day increases, so a lot of responsibility of livelihood and other avenues are also decreases. Okay, it's not like we are only thinking about destiny or something else. We can have a different perception to live our life, because life have a limit number of times. Every second we have to live our life. Dream means reality of dreams, and create something else which can inspire others. Maybe your jobs, maybe your career, maybe your life, anything else. So every work is, it's not like a person working as an higher level and lower level. There is nothing else present in the innovation world. Innovations in solutions, like every solution nowadays you are working, especially you are seeing that Facebook, Zoom, different application. It also started in one of the initiative of any people's mind. So you can create your teams. It will be take some times to be like standardize your teams, but it will
Yeah.
be. And I appreciated especially you, my friend, and that I'll be initiated to all of my friends, those who are digitally connected us through Globe, that please visit this channel and see different futuristic approach leaders and influencers in interviews, so that you can inspire and you can share the thought process among with your community, because we are here as a community, we can preach the ideas through this sharing and all.
So can you have some idea about our academic qualifications, from where you have passed and all that.
So I have little career just done my more core qualifications into the psychology. I started my career. And then I have in my career, there are a lot of things to be discussed, but as we have a limit number of times, I'm in my little bit of career journey. Especially I say little bit because there are a lot of to go. So I have completed my 3 PhDs in different terms, one postdocs in medical technologies, and one postdocs in legal technologies. And PhD, especially one is the behavioral science, one PhD is related to futuristic technologies, and one PhD is related to economics and the behavioral aspects. And apart from that, I was been part of various international forums and organizations of the world, and different facilitated by different organizations around the world, and be happy to part of academics, but I morely create a diaspora in the academics in my universities also currently. So as an innovator, so passionate to create something else new. So I just need my students or researcher or fellows or staffs, or they have a quick solutions for every issues for the future.
So all your academics happened in India or abroad?
Some are in India, some most of are in abroad.
Okay. And from where you graduated actually?
So I graduated from itself, Orissa, my hometown. I started my graduation here.
Okay.
Then after graduation, I moved out to Delhi, from then Delhi to abroad.
Okay. Okay. From Delhi, where did you go?
Delhi to first, I go to Ukraine a couple of times. Then I visited to Israel, and after that I visited to South Africa, then US.
And of all the projects that you have discussed, say, which one is the most favorite project of yours actually?
So all of my projects means I can't give ratings, but yes, that the aging project is one of my favorite projects.
Yeah.
Energy project is always my favorite project, and NFT gradually I'm working on that because there are it is some few projects which I discuss with you. Apart from that, I work also a lot of projects along with different clients.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to give the time commitments according to that. But mostly I try to this 3 project is very close to my heart. On working on it.
So the aging projects, as you said, you are doing on your own. So this is not given by someone.
Yes, yes. Yes, no. It is actually initiated by some our client funded and all. But when we see that the project will be taking a long run because it's not like happening within 1 and 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. Okay, it's a long-term continuous project. So we think that to self-invest it, especially for we create funds and we can invest it.
So you have to invest your own fund in that project.
Company has to invest the one.
Okay. Company has to invest. Okay, so just to know a bit more about this aging project, do you also look at this project from the spiritual angle, or this is only the physical angle? I mean,
So it's connect both. Like brain's power brains means your spirituality. Okay. So it's connects more. We are seeing a different diaspora, like what are the ethereal vibrations happening when you are seeing particular work. We have every civilization have a different. Maybe your mother language is different, and everybody's mother language is different. But what is the vibration when you got like 3 vibration happenings? When you are speaking as something else, when you're listening something else, okay, when you thought something else, okay. So there are 3 typology of vibrations of phonetics happening to the brain, okay. So how all these phonetics and all these interrelated things which is coming from the brains to other part of the body, and there are other organs, most of the organs, because all our body you can say you can say hybrid machine, or human body is hybrid machine. Okay.
Yeah.
So to like how means if your IQ level is high, you know Professor Ramanujam, one of the eminent
Yes.
research scholar and mathematician in India.
Yeah.
He tried to see his problem through the dreams.
True.
Okay, who create dreams through dreams. He
Okay.
solves his problem through dreams.
Okay.
Who create dreams? Brain only create dreams.
Yeah.
When you are sleeping, your subconscious at that time, you means you are at a time you are living a numerous number of world, means numerous number of world. I am saying about the quantum science, just starting to act that this physical world, if I am seeing to you, you are seeing to me. Okay, if I close my eye, then I am in another world. Okay, but when you are thinking about me, means I am also in your thought process, in your quantum world. Okay,
Yeah.
then we have a space world. So we are interrelated spectrum. We are means living with different spectrums of atomic sense and all. So how we can improvise the things, especially aging, in the sense at least a person who should live his life, at least his breathing, at least his walking, at least his fooding and all the things. He should be listening properly, or some sort of issue, because all the things happening from brain. So how we can formulate these things to make the standard process?
So, Dr. Rout, I think we are running short of time today. So we will continue our discussion with you to understand more about your projects and your knowledge and skills, so that you can inspire the younger generation to come on the path that you are charting right now.
And in the next initiatives, we will be discussing one of the projects which was not started, but I was planning to be started in near future.
Okay.
So that is related to quantum times.
Quantum.
So we'll be discussing on quantum time. We'll be discussing on quantum time.
Okay, so we'll discuss about it, and we'll just schedule it like per your availability when you are available.
Sure.
And then we can discuss, and we'll discuss on the subject from the learning point of view, so that we can inspire more and more younger generation to come into the field in the research and development and innovation.
Sure. Thank you so much, my friend, and I appreciated your thoughts and all. And I initiated and I welcome to all the people throughout the world to subscribe and initiate the channels and view all the videos and all. Thank you so much.
Very nice talking to. Actually, I am not very much familiar with the subjects you are working in, so that's why. So again, we'll be coming to the some topic on this the quantum time you just said, and we'll schedule it.
So there are two topics I just want to discuss. One is the quantum times and NFT, because every sessions will be discussing new topics. So as per the audience demands and all, we'll be discussing on that.
Yeah. So first we'll take up quantum time, and the next we'll be taking NFT, so that we are able to discuss in detail.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Rout. It was nice talking to you. It was a very informative session. And please like and share the video with your network, and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon. You will get the notification when you are uploading the video. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.